Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Into the Breach, new game, as the Frozen Titans. Aegis mech, mirror mech, ice mech, cryo expert, shoot the cryo launcher 4 times in a single battle, trick shot, kill 3 enemies with a Janus cannon in 1 shot, and pacifist, kill fewer than 3 enemies in a single battle. Sometimes we do that with ice. Let's see. We did a lot of freezing on the last timeline. We'll see if we can't do a lot of freezing in this timeline too, although it's gonna be harder without having shields, but that's kind of the point. So, Balu Bear, where do I want you? Gain 1 shield is kind of nice. +1 damage on the cannon is probably way better. If I put you on the ice mech, the only thing you're gonna get is like +1 move. I hate to say it, but I actually do feel that like this is better for the +1 damage. To have the cannon do 2 damage, that's enough to kill a hornet. I mean, I know that it's enough to kill a hornet with the Aegis mech, but you know, what if there's 2 hornets? Now we can kill them both. Or we can kill a scorpion if we shoot it into a wall. I really do think that having extra damage is nice. So we'll go for that early. Defend the artillery support, very usually easy mission because it's an extra gun. We'll start here in the historic county and see what we have to deal with. 2 hornets and an alpha scarab. Honestly, that's kind of expected. But if I get lucky, I might be able to have the hornets just get killed by the artillery support, which would be ideal. If we can, that would be great. Let's see if we can't make that happen. Confirm. The one thing that we gotta worry about, I forgot to change the names. I always forget to change the names. The one thing that I gotta remember is that the mirror mech fires forward and backward, which means that it's very easy to shoot your own building. You don't want to shoot your own building. Unfortunately, you can't do anything on this turn. Also, unfortunately, the hornet attacks first, so I can't let the scarab kill the hornet. But I can do some damage there and flip. I can just shoot you away from the building. And then if I really wanted to, I could just freeze the scarab. Although if we do this, we won't be able to attack on the next turn because we have to unfreeze ourselves. Actually, no. We can unfreeze ourselves by shooting ourselves with the artillery cannon. You know, it's not a bad idea, is it? Block a spawn, get a kill. Get a kill. Freeze. Shoot yourself. Hey, you know, I mean, as long as you have an extra move, you might as well use it. Ah, that's acceptable. Lady Aranine, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Blood Scion. Is this the healing one? That's the healing one. Nothing really needs healing, so I'm not that worried about it. If we let it live, maybe we can get like a double kill or something on the next turn. It's possible. I think we'll just kill it though. Because if I kill it, what I can do is I can freeze one of my mechs to prevent damage, and then again shoot myself to unfreeze myself. Seems useful. Yeah. Why not? Although if I get the kill with the artillery support, it will spread the experience, but it's only 2 XP anyways, so sure, do this, shoot you. I'll freeze you because you have the least amount of health, and then I'll free myself rather, using the artillery. And you're not even doing anything, but there's nothing to do, so end turn. I'm not gonna free a scarab from the ice. You're gonna freeze yourself from the ice, but we can actually dunk the scorpion just by hitting that tile once, so that's not a problem. This is also not a problem. I think we will indeed just dunk ya. And I suppose we won't even freeze anything on this turn, because I would really prefer to have the ability to freeze on the next turn. So we'll just keep the ice mech where they are. End turn. Yes, I would like to end turn actually. Can I get a double kill? Not really. One day we'll get a double kill, but until then we'll just have to make sure that these guys don't actually destroy our buildings. And I at least see, you know, what I want to do on this turn. So this is like the perfect turn for the freezing. If we let the Hornet live, it will break us out of the ice, which is kind of exactly what we want. And we'll get the kill with the artillery support too, to split the experience. And I am just gonna kill you anyways because we need the experience. But you know, that's the ideal turn where you can block a shot and freeze an enemy at the same time, but it's tough to get. No time pod, but at least we completed our objectives. So are we happy? I think we're happy. I don't think we need more reactor power in Aiden Sanchez right now. So Balu Bear being on the mirror mech seems appropriate. And then we also gotta get some names. Zera, that's a great name. You know what's a greater name? Lady Aranine. And for Aiden Sanchez, great name. Gladier. Although it would have been better, I think, to have the robot named Gladier, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. You're all gonna be sold pretty soon anyways. Ohmtown. Block Vec spawning, protect the clinic. We're pretty good at blocking Vec from spawning. The region still has pristine ancient roads and topiary design. Do not like the Vec surface, they'll wreak havoc on it. That's what you're worried about? You're worried about the design? Doesn't seem like worth worrying about if you ask me, but what do I know? Lady Aranine says, yay, I'm in the game. For now. Stay still? Nah. I was really hoping you would stay still and then I could just shoot you, but this is fine. You know, now that I think about it, having the extra movement on the ice mech is nice, because I could block a spawn and freeze an enemy immediately on turn 1. I think that would be like absolutely ideal, and we can't do it, which is unfortunate. But we will do the other things that we have to do, which is save all the buildings. So save the building. You know, there is a move that I don't like. In theory, I could freeze the Scorpion and then hit myself to unfreeze me, but I would much prefer, I think, to freeze on the next turn. And we'll just wound the Scorpion. Scorpion is still killable next turn. It's gonna heal by 1. Aiden should have stayed Aiden because there was an Aiden here a few minutes ago in chat. Well, if their message isn't in the chat screen when I look over, they don't get a name. That's the way I roll. Okay. You're gonna hit me. I don't like that. But this is a perfect turn to freeze. It's also a good turn just to take a shot. Ah, but if I do that, you will hit the clinic, which I don't love. No, don't do that. It is a good turn to freeze, because we'll be broken out of the web. Actually, maybe it is a good turn to take the shot. because then we can just protect the clinic and then get broken out of the ice, still block a spawn, but then what do? You got nothing to do. All right, so I think we will stay still, but we'll do the same turn essentially. Shoot you. Hit you. We'll freeze the building to protect it, and then we'll be immediately broken out by the scorpion. Abe only exists to us when he's streaming. Yeah, I gotta be on Discord more. Abe lacks object permanence. Exactly. You got it. Okay, we don't need to block Vec from spawning anymore if we don't want to, get killed, which seems like a good idea. I would like to do some freezing though. We could do some freezing. You're hitting a building. You're hitting a building. Everything that's alive only has like 1 or 2 HP, so they are easy to kill. So I'm thinking, kill you. Yo, I got moves. Well, no, I don't, because we have to like protect the buildings and whatnot. Because like if I could get the Aegis mech here and the ice mech here, I could freeze both of us and block 2 spawns, but I don't think we can get there. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to let a whole bunch of enemies spawn on this next turn. Because you need to go here and take a shot. You need to go here and punch this guy. I could freeze the Hornet, but with 3 enemies spawning, I'd really like to have the mech have a move for the next turn. There's no real good spot where I can block a spawn and get a freeze off, which is unfortunate. I guess I could block the spawn regardless, and then just attack to freeze. But no, we gotta save the building. How do we save the building? No, we're gonna have to freeze the Hornet, and then the ice mech is not gonna be able to be used on the next turn, I think. Kinda sucks, but it's the only move I can really see right now. Unless you move here and then freeze you. Oh, and then we could just kill the Hornet and let the Scorpion live. That actually, that is slightly better. Because we can still get the kill. We can still get a kill. We can block 2 spawns. And then the 1 Scorpion and then whatever the unit is here, either one can be frozen if we can't deal with it with other units. That works. Mud updated my stream title? What did you change? Oh, now playing as the Frost mechs. You changed the mech I was playing as. You know what? Fair enough, Mud. Fair enough. Well, we are gonna have to freeze a unit here, but that's okay. Flip you. Well, actually, I could definitely kill myself. Yeah, probably not. No, wait, hold on. I got an idea. Freeze. Shoot. Whoops, we're on fire, but we're not dead, and we can get a kill. There you go, perfect. You'll be down to 1 HP, but you'll live. Killed them all. Also, didn't seem like there were a lot of Vec on that mission, but maybe it was because I was actually killing them. Destroy the dam. Not a very good damn mission, but it's not a good damn mission. But you know what? It only takes one shot to break open the dam. It's really not that bad. Defend the satellite launches. Actually a pretty good layout. A lot of water means we can just dunk enemies, ideally. But we'll start here with the dam. What do we have? A Scarab, a Hornet, and a Scion. It's an Alpha Hornet. It's a little scary. If we get lucky... I didn't change my mechs. I didn't change my pilots around. That's silly. If we get lucky, we can just get them to maybe try to attack my own mechs. Well, it's not really what I had in mind, but it'll work. Still can't block a spawn with the ice mech, which is unfortunate. What's also unfortunate is that we, actually, there is a way that we can do this. What's also unfortunate is that we, don't really have a good way of killing enemies using the dam. You know, there's not gonna be a lot of ground units up here. They're all gonna be down here by the spawns and whatnot. But I do see a play. Shoot ourselves to break us out of the ice. That will allow us to, you know, deal with the Hornet's attack, and then we can just walk up here and then punch this thing. But is there a better move? There might be a better move. Because we could just freeze the Scarab and then shoot the dam and ourselves to get us unfrozen. That deals with the dam on turn 1, which I really like. And then we can just punch the crap out of the Hornet and turn it around. I'll admit I really like that as a turn. Freeze, punch, shoot, unfreezes. Yeah, that's a pretty good turn. We'll have 3 enemies next turn and the Scion still, but now we won't have to deal with the dam. I think getting that done turn 1 is pretty important. Because again, there's not gonna be any ground units up here. The Scarabs will shoot over, you know, this area anyways, and it's just all Hornets and Scions, so. Does freezing a satellite stop it from launching? I do not believe so. I think we're okay if we do that. There's not enough room to freeze myself and then shoot myself. We also can't quite get to the Alpha Hornet. So I think we do need to freeze the Alpha Hornet. So we could freeze the Alpha Hornet. One, two, three, four. Can't quite block a spawn, but we could still shoot ourselves in order to free ourselves from the ice. And then you can just punch the Scarab. That does seem pretty good. So it'll be like punch, freeze. We gotta move differently. It's gotta be like this, this, this. Still doesn't deal with the Scarab though. I guess we don't have to kill the Scarab if there's only gonna be 2 units next turn, because one of them is gonna be frozen. We can deal with breaking ourselves out of the ice on the next turn. But you know, if the Hornet goes up here, there's no way I can deal with the Hornet because I broke the dam. So, is there a better move? No, we have to freeze the Hornet. How can I freeze the Hornet and break myself out? I guess I could just punch myself. That's, you know, it's actually a pretty good way of dealing with the situation, huh? Yeah, it turns out that'll totally work. There'll be 3 enemies next turn, but if I have to free something over the water, I can. I think it's important to make sure I have the ability to freeze, because this Hornet, if it's over the water, the only thing that can deal with it is the freeze. Even in this position, the only thing that can deal with it is the freeze. So I think I've learned my lesson. You want to have, on some dams, actually maybe on all dams, you just want to break the dam as late as possible, because we broke it on turn 1, and it's kind of just been a pain. Having broken it on turn 1, that is. You're attacking me, for 1. That really does not matter. I think we will freeze you. Probably just shoot the Scion and punch the Hornet. You'll be frozen for the next turn, but there's only going to be 2 enemies to kill anyways. So I think, well, actually, you know what? That's a way better turn. Because now there's only going to be 1 unit next turn. But yeah, I think we're going to swap some pilots around after this encounter right here. Yo, look at this move. We get 2 kills unnecessarily on a unit that doesn't need the kills. You know what? If we're gonna do that, let's at least get the kills on the punch mech. There you go. Take the 3 experience. Take your experience and shove it. Still, though, we completed the objectives and no buildings were destroyed, so perfect. As far as I'm concerned. No reactor cores, though. Yeah, I think we need to do this. Just so that we have the good move with the cryo launcher. I think that's going to be more important. Now, unfortunately, we will lose the damage on the Janus cannon, but I think we just have to do it. I think we have to accept it. Because the problem so far is really the fact that we can't use the cryo launcher efficiently. I'm having to like not use it on certain turns because we don't have the movement. This gives us the movement that we can really use this thing, ironically, impulsively. Do not kill the volatile Vec. Actually easy if we freeze it. So that could be a very good mission for us. Mines also pretty good, but there's 4 enemies at start. And satellites also probably pretty good because we can just dunk the enemies pretty easily. But I think we're gonna try volatile Vec. If we freeze it, it's just gonna be an easy mission to complete. Volatile Vec, by the way, has explosive decay. It'll explode on death. It doesn't even need a Scion, it's just, that's what it does. 1, 2, 3, it's gonna attack the building. Although if we position ourselves here, it can't attack us. 1, 2, 3. Does it move first? Yes. This Scorpion is not even gonna have an attack next turn. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep, so this is perfect. We'll just put the mirror mech over here on the side. And the ice mech, now that it has infinite movement, it can stand, block a spawn, freeze something. And we can do that every turn, because it has 5 movement now. If you had disposable instead of Balu, this would have been a lot smoother. Again, the point of not taking a shield pilot is that I want the bumpiness. I want to experience, you know, this squad as it's meant to be experienced. Yeah, do not let this Vec die. You know, I want it to be a bit of a challenge, and it is definitely a bit of a challenge. It's purposefully intentional. But I think now that we've got the right pilot aboard, now we can do stuff like this, block a spawn, and freeze the target, and then we can just do that again next turn. Yeah, that seems good. We might not be able to block spawns every turn, but this is another turn where we can just very easily block a spawn, freeze an enemy. Seems simple enough, and are you webbed? You are definitely webbed. Well, I mean, I could kill you. Could kill you pretty easily. I guess we will. Would be worth it. That'll cause you. Is that gonna cause a forest fire? I don't think it will. No, it did not. Okay. Giving you the ability to get a shield would be really nice, because then you could just tank those kind of shots. There are gonna be a lot of enemies spawning though. Can you find the secret beacon in this timeline as well? Asks Verdaculate. I don't know. It's a good question though, because it does give you a free time pod when you get the beacon. The beacon is lit. Well, shooting you is good. Shooting these enemies is also kind of nice. What are you gonna do? You could just punch the crap out of the scarab. You can shoot the scorpion. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Well, if there's nothing for you to do, you might as well freeze something, because you're gonna block the spawn and then get broken out of the ice anyways. Now, we haven't really done that much, admittedly, with the freeze pilot, but still, even just being able to stand on the spawn and block it every turn it's nice, it's productive. You can't get where I need to get you. Well, that's okay. You know what? I can kill you all. It's gonna be like this. You being on fire means that you will definitely die. Pick up the time pod. You're already dead. Beautiful. Oh no! A cryo expert! At least I did shoot one more time. There you go. Yeah, this is working. We've got a good pilot on the cryo mech now. Yes, if we had a shield, we could just shield like forever and just keep firing off free shots. If we had Bethany Jones or the Zoltan pilot, we could do it. But this is fine. Pod contents. All mechs gain +1 HP. That doesn't seem bad, but it doesn't really seem that good. Hello Mine Turtle asks, how do you get the Sonic Carbine? It's locked to 5 BC in Dead Cells. Hello Mine Turtle. You have to get to the super ultra secret actual final level in order to get it, so sorry. What do we want to have this +1 move pilot on? I would like you actually to be swapped. That way we have 4 movement on both units, which I think is appropriate. Now we do have 1 more reactor core. I think +1 damage is also very good because we're about to fight the boss that we need to be able to kill. Now we could also give everyone extra HP, but I don't think the HP is gonna be as important as damage dealing, because we're gonna try to kill the Scorpion leader here. Scarab, Scorpion leader, Hornet. 3 movement. 1, 2, 3. Punching you doesn't do anything because it doesn't flip your attack. 1, 2, 3. So really, I want the tank to be able to hit you. So we're gonna put the tank here. In fact, I can tab to switch. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna put you here, and the ice mech, it doesn't matter where they go, put them in the back. Yeah, they can still reach. They can reach all tiles but this one in order to block a spawn and then freeze an enemy. We really do want to just kick the crap out of the Scorpion leader though. Now if they go to this square sucks because I actually can't not kick them away from the building. And the mirror mech does not fly. Has 4 movement though. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? If I move the mirror mech here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can go to either side of these buildings in order to kick the Scorpion Leader off of the building without having to worry about freezing him. So we want the mirror mech here, so that if the Scorpion Leader goes here, we kick him up, here we kick him down, and the ice mech can block a spawn. The Aegis mech is probably gonna go for a Scarab, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. They've got decent movement, and if we need to freeze something, we'll just freeze the Hornet, I think. The Hornet could go behind a building, which always sucks when that happens, but hopefully not. So we don't actually, oh, wait a minute! I didn't anticipate that! I forgot that he could actually move there! Well, you bastard! After all of that consideration, I screwed up. And we're gonna lose a building. Damn it! I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Of course you would just move there and freeze my frickin' mech. I should have just moved the mech down one and we would have been completely safe. Reset battle. No, there's no reset battle button. We're just gonna have to accept that we're gonna lose the building. We'll lose one grid, and that's just what it's gonna have to be, I think. But we can still. Oh man. We can still at least punch you. Unfortunately, that means the mirror mech can't really do anything on this turn. But hey, we can freeze the corporate tower at least. Man, that is, I mean, what can I say? That's just bad play. That's a big mistake. Yep. Well, we'll kill you. I guess we can kill the Hornet. I'd rather have the mech down here, but it saves us 1 HP. So, sure. Kill you. Kill you. Freeze the building. We'll lose this building, but that's not that bad. We can't freeze the building that's taking the hit because we can't move out of the way of the Scorpion, but we can at least do that and limit our losses. But yeah, that was definitely just a complete misplay. We still do 2 damage. And I guess right now we're just going to, like, try to kill the Scorpion while our Aegis mech just, like, tries to deal with the enemies that are down here. So you can take that shot. You can shoot. You can freeze the building. And turn. It's gonna be tight, but we can still kill this guy. It's just gonna take many, many turns. We might just have to we might just have to freeze him, honestly. It depends on how everything moves. You know, I hate to say it, I kinda like this. Because he's killing a Hornet. He's also killing buildings, though. But we can kill him by hitting him, and then we can freeze the Scarab. We will take 2 damage and then die. You know, he's a garbage pilot. Gladier is a garbage pilot. We could let him die. Gladier, are you okay dying? Asking for a friend. Because that'll do 3 damage. That'll do 2 damage. Really should have given you the shield, but then we would have lost the damage output. Why don't we just save his life, though? Like, freeze you. Then you're still taking 2 damage. How do I keep you alive? How do I keep you alive? The Hornet is gonna live too, now that I think about it. What is the Hornet doing? Not attacking, okay. I I'd rather die than be sold for one measly corporate rep, says Gladier. Well, okay, well, you know. I thought we were doing this for, like, saving the timelines and all, but whatever. Because if I freeze him, the Scarab shot will be blocked. He'll take 1 damage from the Hornet, and then he's currently blocking a spawn, so he'll take 1 more damage. If I repair him, I have to freeze the building to keep the building intact, which we can't do because then the Alpha Scarab will just kill him anyways, because he does 3 damage. So I don't think there's a way to keep him alive. I think if we want to save Perfect Island, we have to let him die. He's only worth 1 rep, so it's absolutely worth it. Sorry to say. We can then just block a spawn. Yeah, I mean, look. Let's see what happens when I flip you. Does anything happen? Oh, it frees us from the webs. Very interesting. Still gonna do that though. And freezing you does literally nothing. But at least I can block a spawn. Gladier, I'm sorry to have to do this. This wasn't supposed to happen. Except it kind of was, because I did it. I pulled the trigger. But you know what? You'll be reborn as a sweet robotic pilot if we get one. So I'm just gonna ice you. You know, actually, we could do this a little bit better. I'll reset time to get 2 additional experience, but I will not reset time in order to save my pilot friend. But if we do this, oh, I can't even move there anyways. All right, well, screw that. Let's kill you. End turn. Sorry, Gladier, but you know what? You saved Corporate Island. You were worth like 4 rep there. Died after taking severe damage in the battle against the creatures. And hey, Perfect Island. Hey, Gladier 2.0, welcome. Mech can move through enemy units. Also, you know, hilariously, there's another ice generator, which would be amazing. But you know what? We need a new pilot. We need a new pilot, and we've already seen how ice works. Let's take a new pilot. Hello, Gladier 2.0. You are... Why is your name spelled like that? You are Gladier. Subtly different. Mech can move through enemy units. That's actually quite nice on the Aegis pilot, I will say. Hilariously, this would have also kept you alive. Spend a rep, we have 8 rep points. Electric Whip, ramming engines, defensive shrapnel, and boosters. Well, I love both of these actually. We'll take them both, we'll take some reactor. What I like about them is that they're free and they give you just like an extra ability. So we'll take that one. We will also take the boosters. Who gets boosters? You're gonna be freezing every turn. I guess you'll take the boosters. We'll have networked HP on the ice mech, and then with the 2 reactor we have, I think gaining 1 shield is good. I think getting a little bit more HP is also kind of nice, just because we've learned that a little bit of extra health would have kept us alive. So take a shield, and then we'll have everyone gain +1 health. We can always swap that out if we need it, but +1 reactor doesn't really give us much except for move, but you move through enemies already, so that's fine. I think that's acceptable. Leave island.